Good morning, students. I am here to take chapter 3, that is the new lesson, force. I hope you all are familiar with the word force. In everyday life, we use the word force every now and then. Let us see what is force. When you wish to open a door, you either push it or pull it. And this push or pull on the door makes it to open. When we draw a bucket of water from a well, we pull the rope and the water come towards the person. So to bring about a motion in a body, we apply force. When the body is heavy, we have to apply more force to cause motion. Sometimes very less force applied to a body, or when we try to push or pull a body which is very heavy may not cause any motion to it, may not produce any motion to it. For example, if we push a very heavy box, it may not move. But when 2 or 3 students push the same box, it may move. So, what is force? The push or pull is called force. The push or pull applied on a body which causes motion is called force. A body is said to be pushed if the force and its direction of motion is away from the person. Here you see a small boy is applying force away from him. So this is called push. Here in this figure, a small boy is applying force towards itself. So this is called pull. So when the force is applied away from the direction of the person, it is called push. When it is applied towards the direction of the person, it is called pull. So what is force? Force is a push or pull. So force is a push or pull. The changes that takes place as a result of push or pull may be in its state of rest, so that the body, if it is in rest, it comes in motion. State of motion, if the body is in motion, it can be stopped. Change in shape and size of the body, and the combination of all of these. So the word push, pull, stretch and squeeze denote a force. Push, pull, stretch and squeeze denote a force. Here I have explained what is push, what is pull. Stretch. When you stretch a rubber band, when you stretch a spring balance or a spring, it changes its shape. So this stretch is again a force. Squeeze, when you put pressure on toothpaste tube, the shape of the tube changes. When you hold sponge, the shape of the sponge changes. So this is squeeze. So what is force? Force denote push, pull, stretch and squeeze. I guess till this much you all have understood. Now we will see what is the effect of force. When a force is applied to an object at rest, means when the object is not moving. When we apply force, it starts to move. Suppose there is a ball on a ground. Suppose there is a football on a ground. If you kick the ball, it will start to move. Do you agree with me? It will start to move. Now, if someone else apply force from the opposite direction, then the ball will stop. So the force make an object move or stop, or it tends to slow down its motion. Next is, force can change the speed of a moving object. What happens if a force is applied to an object while it is already moving? If the force is applied on a moving object, the object starts to move with greater speed. For example, suppose you give a push to a swing which is already moving. When you push the swing which is already moving, the swing starts to move more faster. And if the person pulls the swing in the opposite direction, the swing would begin to slow down. So when we push the swing, it moves faster, and when we pull the swing from opposite direction, the swing stops or slows down. So force can change the speed of a moving object. Force can change the direction of moving object. Very easy to understand. When the football players kick a ball, when they kick the ball, that means they apply pushing force. The ball moves to certain direction. And when another player kicks the ball changes its direction. As it is moving in a straight path, it may change its direction and it may take a turn. When the bowler bowls, the batsman hit the ball and the ball moves in opposite direction. So we can say that force can change the direction of a moving object. Next is, force can change the shape and size of an object. A force can change the shape and size of an object. For example, the size of a spring. Just now I was telling you, it is the size of the spring. If you pull it, the spring becomes longer. Suppose the spring is like this. When you pull it, when you give a pull from here, then the shape of the spring will become like this. So force can change the shape and size of an object. Then the shape of a toothpaste tube changes on squeezing. This one, spring is stretching and toothpaste tube is on squeezing. When the toothpaste tube is new, it is fluffy and its shape is like a tube, but when you use it at the end of the month, it becomes flattened, and this is due to the squeezing of the toothpaste. So force applied on an object does not change its mass. It remains unaffected even the shape and size changes. So this is all about force, and this is all about effect of force on a body. So I hope you all have understood till this much. Please read the lesson thoroughly, that is page 40, 41 and 42. Your assignment for today is to write the changes that takes place as a result of push or pull. that is from page 40. This you must write in your copy, and you have to write the effects of force along with an example. One example. What are the effects of force? Force can make an object move or stop. When you write this, after that you put hyphen and write the example. Then force can change the speed of the motion of object. Write this and then put a hyphen and write an example. Then point number 3, change the direction of the moving object. Write the example, and same like this, force can change the shape and size of an object. So all this you have to write in your copy. Read the lesson, read the pages thoroughly. So for today, till this much. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.